I'll tell
Listen,
you what, there's
What
Ruffles.
characters are
compact.
y'all taking? I ain't gonna lie. If you're not a part of the debate, you get muted, bitch.
I'm
Anyways, what
taking
characters?
compact pack.
I'm
Yeah.
taking with
Ah.
Shiki. We can scale.
You said voice Shiki.
Yeah.
Oh, you about to get fucked. I can go first. I gotta go pee real quick. Hold
Yeah,
on.
sure, you can go first.
Yo, okay, I ain't ping yet.
Bro,
Nah,
in
nah,
Infinity,
ping, bro.
bro. This shit
I don't
was
know,
so
nigga. I'm a ping
bad.
when you come back, nigga.
No, bro, I'm not coming back.
You just said you got to pee, bro.
But I could debate and pee.
Yo, what?
Bro. I'll ping you, bro. Go, bro.
Hold on.
Yo, Careless, what was that, bro? I could debate and pee? Nigga on his penis, nigga.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Nigga joined
Wait,
his
hold
nigga.
on. Hey, BB, what the fuck? Wait, who is BB? How old is you, nigga? Hold on. Shit.
I'm 18.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hey,
Yo, go back on
you
mute,
really thought you
nigga.
was gonna
That
get
was
some,
a
huh?
whole man, I'm
Go back
crying.
on mute, nigga. What the fuck? I was about to get some pussy, nigga.
Yeah, you think you
Yo,
was gonna get some, didn't you? Yeah, you thought you
yo, I'm
was
about to
gonna
Yo,
get
where,
ban
some.
this
yo,
nigga,
where's the
bro.
debate?
Yo, was
Where's the
that
Yo,
debate?
Otto,
D1?
bro. I just got catfish, bro.
Yo,
Yo,
No, someone say that. Someone
Nigga
where's
say
the
felt
that.
good,
Someone say
Ezzy.
that.
I'm crying.
is that D1?
Someone say that. Someone say
wait,
that.
where D1 at?
Wait, where
Nigga,
D1? Where's D1?
nigga, nowhere, nigga.
That nigga is
Why
not
the fuck
here,
is he
bro.
screaming D1?
Nigga, what? Anyways, all
Bro,
right.
he
So,
was
so
literally
me and
being
Kayla
like,
are
is
about
that
to debate. Can y'all
D1?
start, nigga? Like, cha, nigga. Damn, nigga. What we doing, nigga? Yo, nigga. Yo, niggas. Yeah, come
Let's
on.
just
Yo,
take a
R.
moment to appreciate the
Bro,
fact that
tell me when
Careless.
you already started
Yeah,
scaling.
Yo,
Okay,
R.
can y'all affirm your positions? Like, yeah.
Yo, R.
After my
Careless.
character skills.
Okay. Yo,
Yo,
Kayla's,
hello?
bro. Yeah, we hear you,
Hey,
bro. His
hey,
position was that his character out
my
skills, bro.
character, hey, my character raped that nigga. Oh my god, I'm scared.
What do you mean by rape that nigga though? You just mean
He rapes
beats
him
my
and kill him.
character? That's just that it?
Yeah, he rapes him and kill him.
Okay, sure.
Alright, bro.
You can scale.
Don't fold. Let me just charge this real quick. Eh, eh. Damn, what the fuck?
Can you stop jerking off?
hold
I'm
on.
trying to
Let me
plug
mute
this
that
shit in.
real quick, bro.
You are jerking off.
What is this nigga talking about?
Talking about some
Alright,
plugging. Only one thing you tugging.
I'm gonna start trolling. Alright, I got you. Alright, my stance is the character wins.
Shut your gay ass up, nigga.
Alright, the scale is in chat. So the hypothesis is that the character wins. That is to say that I probably believe I'm highly confident in my hypothesis. The posterior would be the scan, and that would just be the updated belief, justifying the hypothesis rationally. Do you have any contentions?
um,
You gotta make kissy
I mean,
faces
yeah,
with
I do
with
for sure.
argument.
Yeah, I do
You
for
can't,
sure. But
you can't.
like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm not responding to every single one of this, bro.
Okay, it's complete arsenal. The character has every hack that allows him to win.
Okay, so like, should I just ignore the other hacks and just like argue with like complete arsenal or argue
Yep.
against it?
Okay, no. The other hacks is just further. It's just further emphasis. The character has a lot of abilities, which is what's stated above above the small little part of the scan.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I am not arguing like with all of these hacks. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm definitely not arguing. I'm not gonna like spend like 4 hours arguing about
Yo,
like um
yo, you
50
can't
different
respond to this.
hacks or shit
This nigga is so. Okay,
that
so
I
the
take
character
50 years
has
to go
every hack
through.
that would allow him to win, i.e., things like meta teaching. Maybe he could teach himself to beat your character. Meta learning. Maybe he can learn how to beat your character. Ability mastering. He can master abilities that allows him to beat your character, etc., etc. Other abilities can be used in other explanatory ways that allows or grants a win, which are more posterized that justifies my hypothesis. And remember, I hope you know what a posteriori updated belief is. You're very retarded, obviously. You can't respond to basic arguments like this because you're ass. So give a counter argument. And
Bro,
it's in
I
his,
am not responding to like 50 hacks that I'm taking issue
so,
with. Like,
so
I'm not
it,
like,
it is
Okay, Careless, bro.
like I am not like, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
Careless, can
but
you
I'm
please
not
just point out a
debating like
specific?
you. Again.
Okay,
I
Careless,
do
oh,
can
not give
okay.
a fuck.
Complete arsenal, since that's already implied because of all of the abilities.
yeah,
Like, I genuinely do not give a fuck. Like,
Okay,
if you want to
complete
take Link
arsenal
that way,
is
sure, you can have your feet.
what?
bro.
So you can leave?
Okay, bro. Can you just name a specific? Okay, are you
Complete
fine with
arsenal.
arguing against complete arsenal, Toxic?
I mean, yeah, sure, I could do that, sure.
Oh, okay, listen. So obviously, it's abducted the case, given what the scan is saying, that when they refer to complete arsenal, they're referring to a complete arsenal of abilities. It is the case that we see a lot of these abilities listed in different arrangements, i.e., they have manipulation, biological manipulation, biomath manipulation, death manipulation. All these
Oh
things,
my god, I
all
am
these
not
concepts
arguing against these
are
hacks,
arranged.
gang. Like,
Listen,
I am not arguing against 50
listen,
hacks that I take issue with. Like, I already told you,
retard.
gang.
I'm not done. Shut the fuck up. Listen, I'm not saying. Holy shit, I'm not saying those are the hacks I'm using. I'm the complete arsenal of hacks. The other things that just use as credences. I'm telling you that the
It's the
credence
same shit.
because
You're
remember the
saying you're
character.
using complete arsenal, but complete
The
arsenal
fuck.
includes all those abilities. So, like,
Yes, it
it
includes
makes no
all of the
difference.
abilities. If you debunk the main overarching ability, the character no longer has complete arsenal. Wow, this is basic shit. Stop being retarded. So give a counter argument. This is embarrassing. This
Bro,
is why you
bro,
suck, and everybody's
bro,
laughing at you.
I am not arguing again against 50 different
You
hacks that
want to
I
conclude?
take issue with. Like, I am
Oh,
not doing that. Like, I do not
okay,
give
so
a
you
fuck about
want to
debating to that
conclude?
extent, gang.
Do you want to conclude?
But like, if you're not gonna give examples with other like hacks, let's
I'm
just say
giving you
complete arsenal and
examples,
sure. I said
bro.
if you're not
Bro.
gonna give
Listen.
examples,
I gave you the IE.
retard.
I
I said if
gave
you're
you
not gonna
the
give
IE amount. If
examples,
listen,
I'm not
listen,
asking you to give
if it
examples. You
is
fucking
true,
retard, you're not listening.
listen,
I said
if
if you're
it
gonna give
bro,
examples, then
if
I'm
it
not gonna
is
take this debate. But if you can just talk about complete arsenal, then we can talk about
okay, are
complete
you done?
arsenal. Fuck.
Oh my god, if it is true semantically, at least within the realm of semantics, that there is some word X that's obtained its meaning, and all we mean when we say this word is all abilities. Then it's the case that we can see these abilities being shown within the scan. We can
Just to be
make
clear,
some.
so you take it that this is like all
Listen. We can
conceivable
make.
abilities.
Holy shit. We can make observations based off of those semantical
So do you
inquiries.
define complete arsenal as all
Yes,
conceivable abilities?
it's all abilities because they use the word complete and arsenal. Arsenal
Okay,
is like
so
listen, listen.
include
Arsenal is
would it
like
include
shut
like the
up,
ability to
bro.
kill your own
Would
character?
you stop talking?
Would it also include the ability
I'm
that
not
doesn't
done.
include all abilities?
Can we have moderation?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if
That's
y'all
what
both
Just
agree to moderation,
I was
yeah,
about.
just not just no talking
but
stick. No,
if y'all both agree to moderation, then we can
just
do it.
no
But
talking
Yeah, I'll
stick. No,
moderate.
unmute him. Unmute him.
Can I moderate?
No, nigga.
Just no talking stick. We just gonna if like for example what he's doing right now. If he keeps doing this shit, mute him, bro. Holy shit. Okay, listen. So in most cases, when you assume the word complete and you assume the word complete in itself, when we're just referring to what complete means above most semantic inquiries, normatively we mean all or a full amount. We assume the word arsenal. Arsenal means a collection of weapons or a collection of extra abilities or items that you can use that you can call arsenal. If in this case it is true that he has complete arsenal, we see other abilities listed, then it rationally justifies our other probabilities because we're able to correlate and say that these things is what constitutes complete arsenal because complete arsenal includes a complete collection of abilities.
Wait, so before I get into that, like, is this like female character like the character in question, or is it like what?
No, it's just other hacks. It's other hacks.
Hold on. Oh, so like this dark nigger is like the character itself then?
No, bro, I don't know what the character is. Listen, just to be clear, it's PacPac. I'm taking the whole verse. We're assuming that other hacks
Okay,
also.
I have two issues with that. So since you define complete arsenal as just like all abilities, do you also take it that like complete arsenal also includes abilities that don't include complete arsenal?
No,
Also,
because
beyond that,
no,
the thing that
no.
I take issue with, it's more or less a question though. Do you think your character has like maximal power?
Okay, are
And
you done?
beyond him having maximal power, do you think what ontology also constitutes your character before we talk about the
Okay, are you done?
extent of the character's maximal power?
Okay, are you done? Okay, I'm gonna just assume you're done and stop being retarded. Okay. Very retarded. No, it is not maximum power. The IE doesn't talk about any
Yeah,
maximum
if it's
power.
not maximal power, then I
Listen,
don't think complete
yo,
arsenal holds.
mute him. I'm not mute him. He's doing it already. Mute him. The fuck? Listen, the IE or the IB doesn't talk about maximum power, assuming it within the way you're casting out to be. No, the character wouldn't have contradictory powers that contradict the hacks. I just wouldn't even take those abilities to even be a hack within the first place. Nor have identity relations. We're talking about a character that has every hack that allows him to win. Just to be clear, the IE and the IBE references concepts or other explanatory nuances that talks about complete arsenal in a sense where they're just referencing all the abilities that have been stated on the page. And just to be clear, my ontological domain when considering these, like when concerning fictional
Wait, so
accounts.
are you saying
Shut the fuck up. Mute him again. Listen, my account of I don't know, quotations ontology when talking about fictional domains is obviously very controversial to what you initially probably think I'm referencing when I make ontological claims. No, I would not believe you're making any deep metaphysical claims when referencing fictional constraints. I don't even believe fictional constraints make metaphysical claims. Rather, I believe it's entirely conceptual, pragmatic, and linguistical in its ability to talk about fictional stories or make believe that maybe can reference metaphysical disputes or metaphysical concepts like the ability to do X or Y. Because we're not assuming that these things actually have any real concrete existence, rather explain other explanatory nuances like the ability to fly or the ability to do X, which obviously is empirically justified. So it is more parsimonious that we can adopt this view when referencing fictional constraints.
Yeah, you're getting banned. Okay, anyway.
did I get a
Move on.
mute? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
I was like asking regarding your complete arsenal shit. Sure, it's fine. I grant that, but like, is your character something that possesses like maximal powers? Is like what I'm concerned with first.
I don't know. Okay, listen. I
Well,
don't know
it's more or less
exactly.
like a codependent situation here.
I don't know what any of that means referential to my commitments, but listen.
Maximal power
When I
just means that you're
when
all
I say
powerful.
listen, mute him. I'm responding to the question. I don't need you to clarify.
I'm explaining to you
Listen,
what maximal power is.
mute him. Stop being retarded. This doesn't respond to my argument because I'm not using it in the way you're using it, retard. Stop being slow, bitch. Listen, just to be clear, when I say maximum power, like how you British retards say it, I'm not using it within
No.
I'm not using it within the semantical way you're using it. When I think of maximum power, at least within the context of complete arsenal, I believe that it's all maximum capacities expanded to the ability that the character can beat your character, or to the idea the character can beat your character. So no, I don't believe there's some
Oh,
like
so
hack.
you think
So
it's
no,
complete arsenal
I'm not
insofar as
done.
it
So
only
no,
includes
I'm
abilities
not
that can beat my.
done. Shut up. So no, I'm not saying there's some other hacks that contradicts the hacks. I wouldn't even consider it to be a hacks because, in my worldview, a hacks is an ability you can use, which is consistent amongst most fictional domains when it's power scaling characters. You do not cash out hacks as an ability that allows you to fucking lose. In most cases, like for example, Master Roshi, as a posteriori credence, you can say Master Roshi has the ability to use Kamehameha Wave. Kamehameha Wave is used within a wear format that allows him to win.
Okay, so you essentially claiming that complete arsenal with respect to this case is just gonna be every ability that's just gonna include beating my character.
Yeah, yes. Every way to beat your character, that's what's being allowed within this domain.
So what? It's not complete arsenal. It's just all abilities that are gonna beat my
No,
character, so called.
no. Listen, words can be semantically relative. You can say something is complete referential to a specific domain.
I think by that you
No,
mean that words can be used intentionally.
Wait. Let me speak. Go
Like,
ahead,
this is
talk.
very
Go ahead.
embarrassing.
I'm saying like I
No,
think by
mute
that
him
you're
again.
saying
Mute
that
him again.
words can be used
Wait,
intentionally.
Careless. Let him talk.
What do you mean?
Like
Let him
it's
talk.
literally just a
I
simple
wasn't done.
sentence. It's a simple sentence. Like what?
Okay.
Nigga, this
Okay.
is
Can I
asking.
respond
Go
to
ahead,
the
talk.
question?
Yeah, sure. Talk.
Go ahead, Careless.
Go
Holy
on.
shit. So, track with me, please. Words can vary. Different words can have different semantical implications depending upon who's saying it and depending upon the domain to which the sentence or operator or generalizer is being placed upon. When I refer to these concepts, you could take it as, like, for example, i.e., you could say, what's a good way to interpret this? Hercule is the strongest being in the universe. The way they can be using universe can be semantically relative. They may not be talking about universes in the sense where they're referencing literally all and every entity. Because it is the case there are some entities that the claim does not attach onto. Because, for example, Zeno is probably some X concept that is above my fault, Hercules, or whatever the fuck his stupid ass name is. So in this context, if we have other explanatory nuances like other concepts and other things that we can use to talk about like hacks or abilities or capacities to win, it's clearly the case abductively that that's what the scan is saying. So it's more rationally probable than a hypothesis that may say like, well, this is not the case, including all of the assumptions I posit within my hypothesis, but that is to say it's less parsimonious, at least within the semantic sense. Because the type of parsimony when you invoke when talking about semantical and linguistical concepts is obviously semantic parsimony, and not making any deep ontological claims. You stupid bitch. Give a response.
My omnipotence, all powerful reality workers. I'm gonna grant this, but like only assuming that your character cannot like impede on a character that's bereft of division, because it's gonna be against the nature of the character. It's gonna be contradictory by the identity of the character.
Okay, no, that's not how agreements work. Just to be clear, I don't agree to that at all, retarded bitch. No, I do not agree
Yeah,
to
you
that.
can
There's
give a
some
good
hack.
justification for that. You can go
Listen,
ahead.
if it is true that the character wins in all possible cases because he has all possible utilities that allows him to do X or win or reach X destination, which obviously is semantically implicative of winning, within this context, there can't be a singular ability that opposes the ability because it is true in all cases the character wins. So no, it would actually be a
No,
contradiction upon
it's
your
gonna be a
part if
category
this
error.
ability is granted. So no, you can't
I think
have a
it's gonna be
hack.
a category error, especially like with respect to like modal restrictions that come from your character's abilities.
Okay, is
Because I
that
already
all?
explained to you how your character cannot harm my character under the account that my character is indivisible, because it's going to be against the nature of the character, because you're going to now suppose that the character is both the character and not the character. But you're also against contradictions, because earlier you
What?
said your character can do everything that's non-contradictory when I asked you if it's possible for your character to have complete arsenal insofar as he also has a hack that doesn't have any hacks.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. You are very, very
Or
fucking. Just to be clear, if it is the case that there exist two entities that can both lose and not lose, it is not the case that these beings can be within the same possible world because they directly counter each other. So it would have to be true and hold that the proposition the character has every single possible way to win is not true because there is some entity X to which he cannot enforce or inflict winning upon. Or it's the case that
why is
means it
no
doesn't
one
exist.
unmuted?
I
Wait,
can
wait, repeat what
also
you said.
just
Like somebody cut
disagree.
you off.
I can. Oh
Somebody
my
cut
god.
you off.
Listen, retard. If it is true, the character has X capacity to win in all possible disputes or ways, semantically speaking, then there cannot be a singular entity or being that exists outside of the set unless we're assuming they're both true in the same possible world. Even if we assume that, that leads to a contradiction. So it must be true the character does not have all possible ways to win. It's also the case I can just
Okay,
reject
so
all eternal
your
domain.
character can basically
I'm
do
not done.
contradictory hacks
I'm
as
not.
well.
Let me talk. I'm not done, bro.
Oh
I'm
my
not.
days, this nigga
I,
speaks for 3 minutes.
the reason there's also another rejection that's higher order is because, well, just to be clear, I don't see how there's any justification to there being any being or any conceptual linguistical tool that can even exist that is indivisible or cannot fall under the set. So the argument and claim that the argument works both ways. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you a question before you like cut me off and said you're not finished, right? I was gonna ask you like, so is this the case that your character cannot do contradictions as well?
Oh my god, you're not tracking. Holy shit. Listen, retard.
That's
The
literally what you
character.
said. What do you mean?
Listen.
That's literally what you said. Like
The
you said, even
character
if it's
has.
contradictory, it's gonna
Listen.
follow that your
Stop.
character is gonna
I'm
impede on
responding
my
to the
character's
question you're
ontology.
asking me. I'm responding to what you're asking me. Listen, if it is the case there are two beings who can win in all possible ways, or it is the case that there is some being that can win in all possible cases, or it must win within a specific world, and there is some being that can't lose within a specific world, it must be the case that these beings are distinct. They can't be within the same possible world. If we assume they're
I don't
in the
think
same
my being
possible
can be in a
world,
possible world to begin
listen,
with, so that's also like a terrible argument. A
what?
being that's indivisible cannot be in any possible world.
Okay, so
They are present in all possible worlds without being divided. So you see, you're
okay,
retarded.
okay, are you done?
You want me to explain what indivisibility is in this case?
Okay, listen. If you're saying the being has no contingent explanation. That is to say the being is either brute or you're saying the being is necessary. I don't believe any of these concepts can exist within fictional debates.
Wait, how so?
Yes, because just to be clear, the fictional operator that talks about these linguistical properties or tools still implies or still enforces narrative implication or credence upon these entities or beings. To say these beings have no narrative concepts to which these things are appropriated by is to say they're not bounded by anything. If they're bounded by some narrative thing that moves the story and obviously implies change, then we cannot say that these
This is a
concepts.
fucking retarded argument.
You
Jesus.
want to conclude?
I'm gonna respond to it. Like what? I just think it's a retarded argument. I didn't say you did not respond to my argument, stupid. Why would I conclude? Stop
You,
asking me
you,
stupid
you just
questions.
respond before you
Stupid.
respond. You respond.
Anyways, as I was gonna respond. Your character, right? um, regarding like oh, they muted him. Just don't mute him, bro. Like I'm just tired of this fucking mute shit.
Chill,
Yeah,
bro.
like regarding your yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Regarding your character, yeah, regarding like the contention that you gave about like how characters cannot be indivisible and such, on the basis that they obviously are confined by the narrative which moves and such, I think we can distinguish between like literary truths and meta literary truths, with which obviously it's going to be a phenomenological distinction in which the literary character can experience like a character, for example, moving at immeasurable speed, right? But we can experience the character moving in finite time and we can see the character, right? So just because the character, as we observe them and as the narrative progresses and he progresses with the narrative, it does not indicate that the character, as we observe them, is going to be delimited by the fact that the character within the narrative is now no longer immeasurable speed because the way in which we observe them does not imply that. There's a phenomenological distinction between literary truths and meta-literary truths. Meta-literary truths are about analysis of the narrative itself. So this is like another category error that you just made.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
No, there is no category errors being made upon my behalf. Just to be clear,
I mean, I
saying
know
that
you
there's
think that,
no
but sure.
mute on. Like, but listen, I'll let you talk. We're not gonna keep doing this shit where you cut me off and I say one fucking word. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're retarded. Just to be clear, it's not a category. It's a category upon your part because I did say there is some being that is uncontingent, but there is something that contingents the being within some specific set. That is to say, they have some type of explanation. The point I'm referencing is that it is not
Yeah, we
true
can
that the
conclude.
character. Listen, I'm not done. Can I
We
please
can
talk?
conclude this one.
Can I please talk? Listen, referencing immeasurable speed as the IE does not respond to the argument because immeasurable speed operates under physical domains that don't contradict narrative epistemic demands. Narrative epistemic demands requires the story to progress forward and requires characters to remain within a specific set. To say the character operates on some higher order level that's outside the set is to say the being is not within the narrative anymore, which obviously is a contradiction. So saying
Wait,
the being is
what does the character? Wait, I
bro,
got a
mute up.
question. Like, what does the
Bro, shut up.
character?
Like I'm not like
What
bro,
does the
you got
character
to
being
let me
indivisible
talk.
have to do with like the narrative,
I'm
right?
not
Progressing as a contradiction to
listen,
the
I'm
character
not
being
bro,
indivisible.
can I please talk, bro? I'm not done. Like holy shit, you just keep fucking talking, bro. Listen, this relates back to my contradiction point. If it's the case that there is some X being which is only necessary to a specific domain of objects or things, but does not exist necessary in other domains which operate over the main main underlying domain, then it is to say that that thing is only a subject to that specific domain. Now, what I'm
Yeah, I
positing is
agree.
that the character must necessarily win in all domains, reference, my fault, not all domains, but rather a specific domain which talks about cross-verse debates. This is consistent because the ability has other explanatory nuances that talk about cross-verse debate abilities that allow them to win. So saying that there is some being that is unable to lose would fall if they're within the same domain. Because it's like saying we have some domain that allows the character to win in all possible sense or states of affairs. If we have another being that can't lose in all possible states of affairs, that is to say if they're in the same realm, that would be a contradiction. It's common sense. So do
So
you want
wait,
to
I
conclude?
was before you go into that, like before you get into that, I was gonna actually ask you a question about you, like how does like my character being indivisible and narrative progressing, right, make a contradistinction between like the character being immeasurable, but we observe the character to not be measurable, even when the narrative progresses in a discrete manner, but the character is moving beyond time in a continuous manner.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Obviously.
Okay, this further strengthens my prior point about semantic, contextual like coherence when talking about specific domains. That is that. Okay, listen. If we grant that measurable speed can work within some domain that's not problematic to the overarching domains, that is to say that the domain that measurable speed concerns isn't the same domain that narrative level concepts concern. When you say a being is beyond time, we assume time itself. If we're saying the beings beyond time, but we don't clarify they're just beyond time, referential to some domain, and we have priors for it, that is to say the being could be beyond narrative time, because narrative time is still some type of time. It's just higher order to different time concepts. So just to be clear,
How does that?
so
How does that
the
respond to
reason,
my
listen,
question, though?
the
Okay, go
reason
on.
in response to your question is because I asked you a very important question. You agreed that when you say that there is some indivisible being, because remember, I reject that there is indivisible beings that have no explanation.
Yeah, you do.
We also cast this being to be some type of being that's necessary. And I told you necessary beings cannot exist within fiction unless we're saying the necessity is the domain dependent, where it only operates within some domain. So in this context,
Yeah, but
a
go on.
coherent it probably favors a coherentist interpretation of necessity, but this just works within my favor because I'm saying there can't be two characters which operate on higher order domains that implies they win or implies they can't lose within the same domain. That's a contradiction. So you have to disagree that the character has all abilities that make him win within one specific world. You say your character cannot lose within this world.
I
Otherwise,
disagree with that.
it would be
I disagree, especially with the last part, but I'll get to the first part like a little bit later. But with the last part, I think like you already, by your own account, you already said your character only specifically has hacks that can harm all other right crossverse characters. Despite initially you said your character has all types of abilities, right? And then you
what?
limited the extent of your character's abilities as a complete arsenal to be something with respect only, right, to crossfit certains, and that was like really arbitrary as well. But
What?
even beyond that, what? Can you
Oh,
not
okay,
cut me off? Like you don't want to be cut off, right?
my fault. My fault if you were still continuing, but just about this point, do you want to
Yeah.
continue
Anyways,
after I finish?
uh, yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, like you were talking about your character, right, as something that possesses complete arsenal, and then later you delimited that complete arsenal to be something with respect only to crossfit certains, and just in that sense I can also say that in this case, it's going to be an exception that your character has all abilities that are going to harm my characters, at least the set is going to include my characters, because my character to begin with is not something that possesses any potency. Now, we can argue
What?
about whether or not it's possible primarily for necessary beings to exist, because I don't think this point is that important to begin with. I don't know why you keep
Okay,
saying what,
so
like as if I'm saying something ridiculous. Like, this is just
okay,
like
so listen. The
stupid,
first part,
cringe, rhetorical jabs,
listen.
like fucking
Anybody
retarded.
watching the recording to get better. Listen, just to be clear, upon his behalf, no, that's a straw man. That's not what I'm. When I say the character has all cross first hacks, it is the case that all cross first hacks or abilities from other verses are specifically dependent upon a cross first domain to instantiate the hacks. You cannot have a cross first character with cross first powers or cross first techniques be within a cross first fight. Just to be clear, to say that there is even some necessary being that has no potency within a fight is seemingly contradictory in of itself. I don't even see how that even makes sense because you're saying the character
How is
is
that
existent.
contradicting?
It's contradictory because you're saying the character is existent within some type of world, meaning they can fail to exist. It's very like common sense.
What?
Yes, the reason.
Is
Listen,
that what is that your understanding
listen,
of
the
somebody
reason.
as lacking
Listen,
potency and being like pure actuality?
okay, are you done?
It's a question. Of
Listen,
course I'm done.
the reason I'm saying it's a contradiction because crossfirst fights imply or infer time or temporal relations. They also infer the possibility of either or character losing, depending upon the nature of the acts.
Yeah, no, I don't think that it always has to involve a character winning or losing. And second of all, I don't even think that the character can be said to be bound by time linearly in a real sense, or in a sense that the
What does
characters within
that
the
mean?
narrative are experiencing time. It
What
can
does
only
that?
be in an accidental sense, only insofar as like we experience time as we observe the characters, and it seems to our perspective that those characters do in fact experience time. But obviously the truth that matter is the truths that are within the narrative, not the way in which we understand the characters to be or observe the characters to be external to the narrative. Because otherwise, in this case, we can just say all characters are just two-dimensional and they can never be a high-dimensional character, because the way in which we observe characters
What?
is that these characters are just like two-dimensional, and so it follows that because these characters are three-dimensional, that these characters are effectively never going to be higher
What?
dimensional.
Crow,
That's why I
can you
gave an
tell me
example
you're
of
hearing
the
this?
magical speed.
Crow, tell me you're hearing this. He's fucking retarded.
Go talk to the
Oh
girl.
my God.
Respond to
You
the
are
argument.
very retarded.
Hold
Listen, guys.
Respond to
This
the argument.
relates. Wait, stop. This relates to my prior credence. This is when I mentioned the coherentism. You stupid bitch. Listen, we
You
don't
said it's a
posit.
possible account,
Listen.
you stupid
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up. Mute him.
What are you talking about? You said it's a
Shut the
possible
fuck up.
account.
Listen, shut up.
Yeah.
Do you not hold to
Mute him.
coherentism? What are you talking
Shut the fuck up. Mute him.
Wait, do y'all agree to moderation or no?
Yeah, bro. We've
on.
been
Listen,
doing this
hey.
for hours. No.
You
Mute
said
infinity,
you said
bro.
what, Toxic?
No,
Nigga,
about?
stop. Please let me shut the
Wait,
fuck
bro,
up.
chill. Don't mute him if he doesn't, bro. This is a debate. You can't promote views during debates.
Bro,
But
he
yeah.
is.
But this nigga wants to throw
Toxic,
rhetorical
did you
jabs.
agree to moderation or no?
Wise,
Can
like
I please
when I
respond
throw
to that
rhetorical
point,
jabs, what a fucking
Toxic,
gay
did you
ass
agree to
nigga.
moderation or no?
bro? Let me just
No, I did
bro
not.
do
Like
that, bro. Do
fucking
that all
fanboy ass
later,
clown
bro.
ass
Let
nigga.
me respond to the point. Please let me respond to the retarded
Yeah, go
fucking.
ahead.
Holy fucking shit, you're a dumbass bitch. Dumbass nigga. Yes. We do
He's
not
not
make
educated by a dumbass
bro,
nigga.
shut the
The
fuck up.
debate that we just had a few
We do not
hours ago.
make
What are you talking
oh
about?
my god. This is why we need moderation. We've
No,
been
this is
doing
why
this
you
for
should
mad
focus on the
long.
debate, you stupid bitch.
Mute
How
him, bro.
about
We're
you
not
do that, little
holy
faggot?
listen. So to respond to
Hey,
that
Toxic
very
got mad. Oh,
point,
shit.
Thank you.
just to be
Respond.
clear,
Good
it
boy.
serves as a prior credence to what I was mentioning priorly, you stupid bitch. Just to be clear, we do
Go
not
ahead.
make extracurricular metaphysical claims when talking about the ontology of fictional characters. I do
Why
not
do you think
believe
so?
fictional. Listen, because
How are you gonna go
fictional
about
characters
justifying that?
are purely
Yeah,
conceptual and
justify that.
linguistical. I already gave the IB for it
Justify that.
in that abductive reasoning. You dumb bitch.
Yeah,
So just to be
give it
clear,
again.
no, we do
Perhaps
not
maybe I didn't hear
believe
it.
these
Give it
characters.
again.
Shut up. Listen, it would just be the case that when we talk about two-dimensional domains, we are not saying the characters are 2D referential narrative nuances that's being said within the verse. We're only saying they're 2D
Exactly, little boy. You are
referential to the way
confused.
we perceive the characters. That's a category error. We're not trying to equalize IRL domains and fictional domains because fictional domains don't posit any real IRL materialistic concepts. Because maybe it's the
Exactly,
case
little bro.
fictional characters do not exist the same way we do. So you're not making metaphysical commitments that require metaphysical
They
backing
are
when
though. With
referencing
respect to the narrative, they
conceptual
are in
or
fact doing
shut the fuck
Wait,
up.
metaphysical
Shut the
commitment.
fuck up. You're not making any of those
D,
commitments when you
are.
talk about the
I'm not gonna
nature of
let you
fictional
talk for 2 minutes
constructs.
and then you're gonna say shut
So
the fuck up
no,
every time I try to
that
make
point
a
does
point.
not work.
No, that's not
Yeah,
the
go to
case.
In,
We're
fuck
not
in,
gonna do
Carter.
that, bro. We
yeah,
are not
okay,
gonna do
listen.
that.
We
I'm
should
gonna
go
Listen,
like one
respond to
shut
by
the
one
up.
point.
now.
And the
Shut
point that you
up.
made was that
Shut
fictional
up. Shut
characters
up.
that they
Shut
cannot make
up.
ontological
Bro,
commitments
bro,
and
we're not
metaphysical
doing this.
commitments.
I'm done. Hold on.
And I am saying
Because
no,
niggas don't
they
want to
can't
mute
with
and do their
respect to the
fucking
narrative.
job.
Once
We've agreed
bro.
to
again,
moderation. We're
a
not
higher
doing this.
dimensional plane is
This nigga is
semantics.
passing gas.
This nigga
Wait,
stink.
who's
No,
gonna
no,
talk
nigga,
about
I
it?
don't care. I don't give a fuck. We're not doing this shit where niggas talk over me. I listen. I don't give a fuck. You can say it's perm abuse. I will unmute the nigga after. Shut the fuck up. Let me fucking talk, bitch. I was not done talking. The fuck? You dumbass bitch. So to the recording and people wanting to listen in upon this debate, no, I already gave a prior abductive argument. I explained why it's more rationally probable than other domains or other truth theories when concerning fictional disputes. Fictional concepts do not make extra like metaphysical claims that require metaphysical backing where you presuppose or assume there is some metaphysical fact out there in order to prove it. It is mostly the case, it's consistent that fictional operators in fictional domains use linguistical or conceptual things because you are not saying these characters have any real concrete existence. This is very basic shit. You're very retarded and ass and you're too low tier to understand that. And to respond to the other point about the way we interpret the speed of characters, we can interpret we can interpret speed just fine. We have no relation to semantic or linguistical demands because we're not linguistical or conceptual. You dumbass bitch. So that argument does not respond to nothing I said. And if it is the case that within the narrative, the beings again once more are beyond the understanding of time, time flows throughout the narrative, then it is the case that they bear no identity relation or can't exist within the confines of fiction because fiction is temporally related because it talks about stories and progression. Give a response, bitch. You're
Yeah,
retarded.
you can conclude. It's fine.
Oh, you lost. You lost.
Yeah, you can conclude.
Booty. You lost, nigga. You lost. You lost. Oh God, you're retarded. You're fucking ass. You got. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. And for the recording, I agree to conclude. You lost. Holy shit, you lost.
Yeah, we can conclude.
Holy shit. Holy
Wait,
shit.
Infinity,
You lost so bad.
wants to be judged, and he wasn't here for like most of the debate anyway. So
Oh, Infinity, please watch the recording. Yo, stop shitting yourself.
Yes,
bitch.
Daddy
who
Infinity,
the fuck is
please
that?
watch
What
the
kind of
recording,
accent is
Pooping
please.
his fucking
Give me
panties, bro.
vouch, Daddy Infinity. It hasn't even been 2 seconds, and this nigga's already crying to that Infinity to give him a vouch.
Bro,
Oh my
bro.
God,
No
we
one's
could have
crying,
expected
bro.
that.
No one's
This
crying. You got
nigga Kuro
slammed.
is
You got slammed. It's so embarrassing.
always gotta be
Kuro,
on
please tell me you was
Infinity's
listening,
little
bro.
left side.
Oh
You
my
a
fucking
fucking
God, this
faggot,
nigga is
nigga. Might as
bad.
well suck that nigga's dick, man. I can't even lie, bro. Like, it hasn't even been 2
Bro,
seconds. That's
no one's sucking
crazy.
nobody's dick. You're just British and
Nigga
retarded.
say,
You
nigga
listen.
say,
He's
You
not
refer
actually
to
British.
British
please
insults
check out the
because
red.
you are Britishly ass. You
Infinity,
are
please
ass.
check out the red.
Can I have a
Infinity,
bottle of
please check
water?
out the red.
Can
Please
I
check
have
out
a
the red.
bottle of water?
Check out the red.
Can I have a bottle of water, mate? You are ass.
Brother,
So
I'm
you
not
can go
British. Like,
ahead
this is
and
like such a
you can go
stupid.
ahead
This is like
and
a,
you can go ahead
it's
and
like a
drink your
stupid.
tea and beans and toast. Now give an argument for why voice Shiki exists. Go ahead.
Bro, like, can somebody mute this
Who
nigga?
is doing that?
Go ahead.
What was your question, little bro?
Yo,
Okay.
okay, wait. Yo, Careless, I gotta ask you a
So
question.
why
Hold
does
on.
voice exist?
Wait, Careless. Do you think mind-independent objects don't have ontology?
Bro, holy shit. No. Mind independent objects can have ontology. They have ontology, depending upon the scheme you're referring to about the mind independence. If you're a relativist, the way you cash out ontological claims and disputes is different from how a realist would posit. Realists or normative realism posits robust realist norms, at least of truth when concerning ontological entities.
Wow, what a very informative
Yeah,
definition.
you're right. I'm
That wasn't
telling you what
really
it is.
informative.
I'm telling you what they posit. So a realist believe that truth is scheme independent. They believe that there is only one understanding of truth when talking about ontological claims. So yes, it is true that metaphysical facts do have ontology under the
No,
scheme.
Infinity. What the fuck
Common
was
sense. I don't see
I
how.
don't know, bro.
Bro, no, that nigga was actually stunned like
What do you wait? Hold
what?
on, hold on. And what do you define as what was that one you said, bro?
Oh, here we go with this
You
nigga.
said
Oh
infinity.
my
Wait,
god.
listen, bro. Bro, listen. If you want Q and A,
Yo,
I can.
Infinity, you're
You
like
niggas
the
are
meat
trash,
writer, bro. Just hop off.
I'm me, right? I didn't even say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
bro. Infinity,
I
please
literally didn't
watch,
even mention your name.
bro.
You
Please
niggas
watch
are
the
so
recording.
funny.
Oh my
Bro,
God, please watch the recording.
just can you just? I mean, I'll watch the
Can
recording
y'all give
later.
me the
Can you
summary?
summarize the
Can
You're
y'all
points
give
real
me the
quick?
Bro,
summary of
no,
the
he's
debate?
gonna push it in and be retarded and like just please
Somebody
watch the
said
Well, I
recording.
right.
mean,
Please
it's
say
not the
right.
debate anymore. You can just meet the nigga.
Nigga, just
But yeah,
conclude,
so
nigga. The fuck?
oh, y'all
Okay,
guys are
listen.
yeah.
Okay, listen.
Conclude.
I'll get my conclusions, but I doubt it's not gonna do. It's gonna do anything. But listen, bro. So what happened was he grants the complete arsenal, but he tries to posit that his being is some character that cannot lose, and the ability wouldn't work upon him.
Wait, hold
I
on.
tell
Before y'all get to that, hold on. What was because I left after he asked this? How would you respond to it? I'm assuming that he dropped it because you're talking about a different response. How did you respond to the question, which is the following? Is it the case that his full arsenal includes ability which allows him to defeat himself, or something like that? It was some type of question
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, okay. Listen, so I gave I gave an IB and I gave an IE. The IB was that if there is some X that semantically corresponded to some ability that talks about all the abilities on the scan, then it is a case that we can observe those semantic entities and correlate it to the scan of reference, and then it's just
Mhm.
obviously play a modus ponens. So I make an IB abductive reference to the best explanation. I'll correlate it. I use the priors. I have higher priors for either character when they talk about complete arsenal, just talking about all the hacks on the abilities because terms, language can be context dependent and relative depending upon the domains that's being referenced
Wait,
for
hold
the
on. So you're
articulation.
saying that when they comment on his full arsenal, they're talking about the abilities in the scan?
Yeah, all the abilities because it would be the case that these are abilities supplementary to the complete arsenal because that's how it's complete because it's a big ass list of abilities. So it wouldn't talk about abilities that are like non-contradictory to the overarching domain, which is the abilities to win. Because I also posit I don't even think those abilities would even exist or how I think they really
Wait, can
exist.
you clarify how that responds to the question, which is asking how is it not the case that it's possible for abilities to exist if they're incompatible with his goal or ideal, which is to win within his full
Yeah.
arsenal?
So I said, listen, it's more probable considering what Scan is saying that none of those abilities even exist when talking about complete arsenal because none of the abilities
So
reference
you're
stuff.
talking about abilities compatible with his desires.
Yeah, exactly. And none of the abilities mentioned on the scan talks about like aforementioned contradictory hacks.
Okay. And then go ahead, continue what you were saying before.
Okay, and then the way we got onto this point, we were like getting into like what a narrative is. So I'll posit my theory of truth in dealing with like, I guess quotation marks, ontological disputes when talking about fictional characters. I do not believe that you're making any deep metaphysical claims that have any deep metaphysical machinery when talking about these fictional constraints or concepts. Fictional constraints or concepts are really linguistic or conceptual because there is no evidence they make any deep metaphysical commitments or claims. There is no metaphysical fact that what Goku, for example, corresponds to. If you say it corresponds to the narrative, it can easily be explained by a coherentist interpretation of truth because they only exist referential to that specific domain. No other domains that talk about real world events. So we would prefer relativism in this context, not no realist and understanding of truth. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, wait, I'm sorry. So MCH, what was the issue with what he said about coherentism when it comes to talking about fiction?
So funny, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, listen, bro. Listen, it's all it is dumb faggots who won't mic up and talk in the VC.
Bro,
Niggas is ass.
I'm not gonna
This is
lie.
why
You're like
niggas like
the
that
stupidest
spectate
nigga
and
in
chat.
VC. What
Hey,
are you
y'all can
talking
say
about?
whatever y'all want, but chill with the F word, though. Chill with the F word.
Like you just one of the
Nigga is
stupidest niggas
playing
in this
Undertale
VC game.
Partner,
Like,
bro.
what are
Chill
you
with the
doing?
F word, bro. Chill with the F word.
But listen,
I don't know who that random
never.
dude is, but he's probably from
But
Australia and he's
listen,
retarded and
okay,
poor.
my fault. I was.
You're a fan, Saruki. All you do is stand in the back listening to other people talk.
Bro,
You love
chill. I'm
niggas' voices.
Saruki, bro.
Damn.
No,
Nigga,
he's a
I'm
loser.
barely in VCs. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
What's
My
good?
nigga,
Yo,
What's
is
good?
that
What's good?
yo, is that Reaper?
Yo,
Is
bro,
that
stop
Reaper?
that shit.
Wait,
Don't
is
tell me that's
who
Reaper.
Reaper?
bro.
Who's Reaper?
Is that Reaper? Is that nigga
That's
Wait,
Reaper?
which one?
you are
Wait,
retarded.
which
That's
one?
not
MCH
Reaper,
talk.
nigga.
Wait,
I
who?
swear to
Yo,
God.
shut your British
That's
ass
so
up, fat
stupid,
nigga ass
bro.
nigga.
Wait, who is who Reaper? Wait,
Is that
Reaper's name?
MCH? Who is that?
Nigga say
Who?
Reaper.
It's
Dumbass
not
nigga.
Reaper. Reaper's gone,
Nigga,
bro.
who are you talking? Are you
Yeah.
talking about mentality, nigga?
No,
No,
MCH,
me,
bro.
bro. Me. I'm Reaper.
Oh, this stupid ass nigga.
That is
Okay.
Reaper.
No, that's
I'm
my
Reaper.
best
Yeah,
friend
I'm
Michael,
Reaper,
bro.
bro.
That's my best friend Michael.
Who the fuck
Yo,
is
what's up,
Michael?
Michael?
Who
Reaper,
the
bro.
fuck are these niggas?
What
Yo,
up,
Michael,
Bro,
bro, how
I
you
don't
been,
know,
Michael?
bro.
How you been?
But
I don't
listen,
know
hey,
who these
listen.
niggas
Okay,
are.
listen.
I'm
Ignoring all the
Jaden,
like
bro.